fix. Interception, I call me a and it's no. Never hang alive, I was tempted.
The Golden State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warrior faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the floor. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have become so tough to score on. Jason Tatum says, Rob can guard anybody. You always know you got protection behind you if you get beat. He has the potential to win Defensive Player of the Year one of these days. I think that's in his future. So the Time Lord is biding his time, Kevin.
David, thanks. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Onto the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, the core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kevon Looney. Now Curry. After Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Brown. Here he goes. And that one drops for him.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Looney finds Curry. Back to Looney. Over Horford. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Brown. Wiggins with some nice D.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
Tatum passes to White. Smart wide open. He fires. A new 14 for Boston. Tries again. Tatum kicks to Horford. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Shot clock at 3. And the dunk by Brown.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward Jaylen Brown who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Count the basket.
Well, Tatum is a three-level scorer, able to get to that jumper when it's available, this time working the interior.
Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound Boston. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And here is Curry after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. After the basket by Boston. On its way from Curry for 2. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the pass to Horford. Tatum looking around. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, Jason Tatum forces that defender with the up fake to get off his feet, and he does a tremendous job drawing contact.
And the first one drops.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
Now Tatum following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
And stolen by Williams. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. And the shot goes down.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Warriors trail by 10. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Deunta in for Klay Thompson. A shot by Williams, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Got a piece of it. Brogdon the pass to Williams. Count it, good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Williams for 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Klay Thompson. And the Warriors with possession here. Down by 15. Wiseman the pass to Green. Will it go? And contact on the shot, so he'll be. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
To make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brogdon finds Williams. Here's Tatum. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Tatum's got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Poole against Brogdon. And Poole gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Williams in the post. He's covered by Wiseman. Pritchard passes to Brogdon. Here's Williams. The Warriors pull it in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. James Wiseman's out there with Wiggins. That's the Warriors' 5. Now, here's Brogdon. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Tatum finds Brogdon. The kick out to Tatum. 4 on the clock. Smart buries it from three-point range. Smart's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Celtics. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport. And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Malcolm Brogdon.
You know, you'd think it would be easy to throw a player like Curry off his shot because of the size, but somehow, some way, this guy figures it out.
And the free throw, no good.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 09.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Curry. A shot off that time. The Celtics go the other way with it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Brown's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston. And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise. And his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Wiggins passes to Looney. That one good for 2. Looney's got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Horford's shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Here's Curry, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Finished off the break. Brown's got 15 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Curry. Blake Griffin pulls it in, and here's Boston. They're on a 16-6 run. Passes it to Brown. Wants to get it to Smart and does. Out to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Left side, Horford. Brown the pass to White. The three-pointer, no good. Warriors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Timeout called the Warriors. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Grant Williams is checked in for Boston. DiVincenzo kicks to Green. Takes the 13-footer. The shot will not fall.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
And Green gets it to go.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Brown. He's got 20. And the shot is good. Brown's got 22.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's DiVincenzo, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Lets the 3 fly, and Smart with the basket on the assist by Horford. Smart's got 9.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Brown dishes to White. Brown outside. Here's Smart. The offensive rebound and a dunk by Horford.
Well, one thing you must appreciate about Al Horford is the way he positions himself. When shots go up, this guy is so opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Now here's Kuminga. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Basket Poole. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Williams passes to Brown. To the paint. It's stolen by Kuminga. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Celtics opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over. Okay, David, much appreciated.
Hey, folks, what a start for Jaylen Brown.
He's hitting all the buckets. When you got a guy this hot, just got to let him do his thing.
Yeah, no question. His thing is working, running wild. All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. Kenny, Home Cookin' 62 is asking, who would fare better with today's style of offense, the Jet or the Diesel?
Faster pace and emphasis on spacing the floor. You can't figure that out?
Well, it takes two to space the floor, a man from long range and a man from short range. Everything in between two guys is the space.
Higher education, kids. You saw it right here on 2K Sports. Now try to forget it. Thanks for joining us.
What's going on with 2K? First they said black men can't do two things.
Basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the floor for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Onto the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
When Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Tatum against Green. Curry kicks to Green. Pass to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Horford. There's Brown with the 3. And it's Curry with the rebound. The Warriors shooting a mediocre 41% in this one.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their final run.
Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Horford dishes to Tatum. Just 2 to shoot, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jordan Poole.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Robert Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for White. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Let's remember, Klay Thompson is 6'7" and still adept at handling the rock. How about that dribble drive? Wow.
Smart passes to Williams. Back to Smart. Fires from deep. Williams kicks to Smart. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Smart's got 12 in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Williams passes to Brown. And finished off by Williams.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They kick it out to Green. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Brown. By now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says, if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Well, the mid-range game right now on point for Andrew Wiggins, doing work.
There's Brown with the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Green finds Thompson. Driving inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Slicing and dicing his way to the cup off the deck, Klay Thompson.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. Number 5, the Warriors.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
To the inside, Williams. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Williams has got 6.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. Outside for Griffin. The Celtics working the ball around now. No coverage that time. He's got 12.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
They get it again. Here's Poole shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Here's Griffin. That one falls.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Poole against Brogdon. And that one drops.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Tatum dishes to Williams. Here's Brogdon. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Poole gets it to go.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Tatum passes to Williams. And it's the Warriors on the break. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. There's the pass to Moody. Lets it go from 14. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Tatum drives in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Brogdon inside the line, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Ball's got to move, all right? Let's just start driving and kicking and moving it on, all right? Let's settle in, make easy, simple passes.
And Greg, the offense doesn't look very fluid right now.
I mean, not enough movement. When the ball is zipping around, this team much more difficult to defend.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Looney out there with Green. Then there's Deunta DiVincenzo. And it's Jerome in at the 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Jerome. And a miss there on the triple. Celtic shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. It's deflected. Lamb passes to Jerome. Fires for three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's White. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Williams against Green. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Fires from the line. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Boston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Jackson misses. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. Jackson looking it over. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Chicago Bulls. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for their matchup with the Nets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Looney finds Green. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Jerome. Good. He hits the jump shot. Austin with the ball. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of the game.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Green. Thompson passes to Poole. Golden State moving the ball around. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Smart. And some might go as far, Greg, as saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptional it hides everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford. Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Here's Horford. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
To me, that play is about focus from Al Horford. Just extraordinary body control on the finish. Nice.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Poole. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Smart kicks to Jackson. Passes to Pritchard. On the wing, Williams. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And that one, good. Horford's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Here's Poole, and he banks in the layup.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And Looney sends it back. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Boston making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Jackson. Brown the pass to Pritchard. For the three. Can't hit that one. The Warriors go the other way. Now, here's Moody. On the wing, Green. Over Smart. It's hauled in by Brown.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You get a look at the gritty, competitive fire of Jaylen Brown. Takes on the defense and draws the contact.
That free throw good from Brown.
At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Green. And no good. Great D that time from Griffin. Here's Horford. Misses the shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Masters, y'all actors, I'm a factor, roll like tractors, playing Genuine the Bachelor. If I want it, I can